Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a huge massive fashion haul to share with you guys, and basically I went online shopping on 4 different websites. I haven't been out shopping in a really long time, so everything is just online shopping. So this haul is so huge that I will be splitting it into 2 parts. So in today's vlog, I'll be sharing with you guys what I got from Jenn's clothing line Eggie as well as SHEIN.com. So I'm going to start off with Eggie, but before I show you guys the pieces that I got, I thought I would share with you guys the unpleasant experience I had shopping on Eggie. If you're not interested in story times, feel free to skip ahead to the timestamp shown on the screen. But if you're interested, then keep watching. Okay, so for my very first order on Eggie, I actually ordered the Mary shorts, Busan trousers, as well as the K-Tang. And for me, I am very petite, so when I buy clothes, I will always go for the smaller size available without measuring. Like, I would just order the smaller size available. But when it comes to bottoms, it gets a little bit more complicated because I have like a heavier bottom. So when it comes to bottoms, I will usually take one size up. So it's very confusing because sometimes I take one size up and it ends up being too big, and then I have to return it and get a size down. So for me, buying bottoms can be a struggle. So when I buy bottoms, I will always need to measure. So yeah, like I said, I ordered the Mary shorts as well as the Busan trousers, which are bottoms. So I was struggling so much to pick a size because there was XS and there was S and SM. So I didn't know which one to pick, but I ended up going with a size S because it says on their website that their model wears S and these are her measurements. So according to the model's stats, her waist is 25 inch and my waist is 25 inch. It's probably a little bit smaller now, but it's around 25 inch. So I was really confident with my choice, you know, I felt like I made the right choice. So yeah, I ordered a size S and then I checked out and they told me that it would take 3 to 4 days for my order to be processed. And so I waited, and then on the 5th day I received no news, no updates about my package. So I sent them an email, not because I was pissed or anything, but I was just really excited to receive my package. You know how that feels. So I sent them an email and they replied to me like 1 to 2 days later saying that my order is a little bit slow because it is an international order, which according to them takes a longer time to process. So that's completely fine. I mean, delays are really common in online shopping, so I just waited. You know, all I needed was a reason. And then a day later, Jenn uploaded her spring fashion haul where she showcased the Eggie pieces and she wrote in the description box that she wears an XS. So when I saw that, I just started to panic because I just thought like, did I order the wrong size for the bottoms? Because she's definitely skinnier, but I'm shorter, so I felt like I should order whatever size she's wearing. So she says she wears an XS, so immediately I went back to their website to check the measurements. I'm not sure if you can tell, but according to this sizing chart, if your waist is 25 inch, you should get an XS, which I started to get like very confused. And then this sizing chart also says that if you order an S, your waist should be 27 inch, which is like 2 inches wider than my waist. So after watching her video and checking the sizes and everything, I sent them an email and I told them, can you please change the sizes from an S to an XS? And then they replied me like 1 to 2 days later saying that they are unable to do it because my order has already been processed. So because I didn't receive any emails stating that my order has been shipped, I thought process simply means packed and preparing for shipment. So I clarified with them again and they replied to me like 2 days later saying that what they meant by process was that my order has been shipped. So at that point, I just felt like, okay, like since it has been shipped, there's nothing I can do except for wait for it to come. But I was still feeling very unsure about the sizes, so I actually told them about their misleading sizing chart and I told them, can you please give me the measurements of the shorts? Like, I don't need measurements for everything, I only need the specific measurements for the Busan trousers as well as the Mary shorts. And they responded to me without replying my question. This actually happened a lot of times whereby I ask them questions and they respond to me days later without answering my question. So I don't really want to go into details here, but I will be going into details in my blog. So if you want to know like the specific thing that they replied to me and what I asked, the link will be down in the description box. But yeah, it was a very unpleasant communication because I was confused about a lot of things, but they weren't answering me. Okay, so since they say my order has been shipped, I started waiting for my package, but I received no updates, no news, no tracking number, no nothing. So I emailed them again asking for my tracking number, and they responded to me saying that they will find my tracking number. So I was like, okay, like go and find my tracking number. So this whole tracking number issue lasted for like 5 days or something. Like they just cannot find my tracking number and they cannot prove to me that my package has been shipped. So at that point I was very frustrated, and I just felt like, why is it so difficult to give me my tracking number? And I don't know. So at that point of time, I actually raised a PayPal claim. Basically, the process is you raise the claim and you tell PayPal your problems, such as I did not receive my items and I did not receive any tracking number, and it's taking them like forever to provide me with shipping information. So once PayPal receives that information, they will actually email this information to the seller and tell them, please respond to this buyer's questions and claim. So basically, if the seller didn't respond in 10 days, PayPal will immediately refund you back the money. Okay, so a few days later, Eggie actually emailed me telling me that they were unable to send me the K-Tank due to some production issues, and I just felt like this is so ridiculous because it has been like a week or so since they told me that my order has been shipped, but now you're telling me that my order is missing something. Like, it just doesn't make sense, you know? I feel like if your item is out of stock or for some reasons you are just unable to deliver the products, shouldn't you prompt your customer like immediately rather than shipping it out and telling your customer your order has been shipped and then days later tell your customer that, oh, actually your order is missing something? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so they told me that they will be refunding me the money for the K-Tank, and like 2 days later I still didn't receive the refund. So I emailed them again asking when will this refund be processed, and they told me that, oh, it cannot be processed because you have raised the claim to PayPal and so the money is frozen there, and because you have raised this claim, they're actually stopping the shipment of my clothes to me. So at that point of time I just like, I don't know what to say, because the reason why I brought up the case was because you weren't delivering what I want, and now you're saying that because of the case you are not gonna deliver my products. Like, it doesn't work that way. You're supposed to deliver my products and then once I receive it I will end the case. But yeah, like I said, it was really difficult to communicate with their customer service officer. I felt like he or she just, I don't know, probably knew. I don't know, to be honest, but it was really frustrating to communicate with them. And you know, like I said, it happened a lot of times whereby I asked them questions and they don't respond to me, and for your information, I never ever got that tracking number that I wanted. They never gave it to me. So actually, if they were to give me the tracking number, I can also end the case, because one of the options for ending the case is that you have received shipping information, but well, they couldn't give me the shipping information, so I had to raise the case. So after that, Eggie actually asked me if I would like to cancel my entire order and then they will refund me everything. So I told them, yes, please cancel my order and refund me my money, because I'm just so tired of waiting for a tracking number. And at that point of time, I think it has been like 2 weeks since I placed my order, so I just really wanted to cancel this transaction because for me it was so unpleasant. Eggie actually replied to my email saying that they can't refund me because I have this ongoing case with PayPal and them. So basically their logic is I have paid the money to PayPal, but PayPal has frozen this amount of funds, so they are keeping it with them and they're not releasing it to Eggie, so Eggie cannot refund it back to me. I really wanted to end the case so I can get my refund, but thankfully at PayPal's website, when you choose to end a case, you have to give a reason, and for me, I didn't have any reason. It's like a multiple choice, so you have to pick one. So I didn't have a valid reason. So because I didn't have an option, I decided to call up PayPal to ask about this whole issue and whether what Eggie said was true about not being able to refund me. So calling PayPal up was the right decision because they told me that Eggie actually has an option to refund me on PayPal's website, and they probably knew that once I end the case against them, I will never be able to reopen it again. So that means that once I close the case, even if they don't send me the clothes, even if they don't refund me, I will never be able to reopen the case and say that I've never received the clothes and I want a refund or anything. I cannot do anything against them if I end the case just like that, because in PayPal's records it will be marked as resolved, so you cannot reopen a case that has been resolved. But yeah, I was so like disappointed and disgusted and just felt so let down, not by Eggie but just with the customer service officer. I felt like I was so excited to purchase something from Eggie, but this has to happen in my very first order. So after I got this information, I sent Eggie an email telling them that hey, you can actually refund me without me ending the case, and they just responded back saying we have refunded you the money and that's it, thank you. And there's no like apology, there's no apology for lying to me, there's no apology for trying to cheat me, there's like no apologies for the inconveniences, nothing. And just, I don't know, I just feel like the customer service is such a letdown, and I just feel like customer service is so important if you're trying to build up your brand. Like when something like this happens, your entire credibility just drops. And like now whenever I want to buy things from Eggie, I will always think like twice, like do I really need this, and do I really want to risk going through all that again? Do I really want to risk all that, you know? So yeah, I just feel like this is really something that they should look into and improve. So I just wanted to share this experience with you guys because I know that there are a lot of other people who also faced the production issues problems and were having delays in their order, and they were not receiving their tracking numbers as well. So if you ever decide to raise a case against them, just know that never ever end the case if you don't get your refund, or if you don't get your tracking number, or if you don't receive your item. So this doesn't only apply to Eggie, of course it applies to every online sellers as long as you check out with PayPal. There is this buyer's protection plan. Once you check out with PayPal, you can raise claims against sellers that you buy from. This is not an ad for PayPal, by the way. This is just my personal experience. Okay, so right now you might be a little bit confused, like since you canceled your order, what clothes are you gonna show us? So basically right after I got my refund, I decided to place another order with Eggie, and because I knew that the production issues were only happening to the older collections, I told myself that this time around I'm only gonna order clothes from the new drop. So instead of the Busan trousers, I decided to get the Busan top instead in yellow, and I also got the Mary shorts. So starting with a Mary shorts, if you're curious, I got this in the size S because I rewatched Jenn's fashion haul like many times when she held this pair of shorts up. I just kept looking at it and I just felt like that looks really tiny, I might not be able to fit into it, so I decided to go for an S, and this fits well, but I think it will be better if it is an XS, because if you can see, there's this lace up details right over here, and like you can see right now they're not really spread open and you can't really see it, but when I wear it like that it fits like just nice. Like it's not too tight and it's not too loose either, but if I want to get this like out like that, I will need it to be tighter. So it will definitely be better if this is an XS so you can see the lace details better, but right now yeah, it's just like that. So this pair of shorts is $38 US, and I feel like the price is worth it because I really like the design, I really like the ruffle hem. I think it gives a really cute feminine and flirty vibe, and I also really like the lace-up details. Most importantly, I really like the color of it. I've never owned any beige bottoms, so this is my very first pair and I like it. I think it's very like boho vibe with the lace-up details. For this pair of shorts, I feel like the material is pretty average, and I'm not a professional in materials and like clothing and stuff, but I'll show you why I feel like this pair of shorts is average in terms of material later on. Next we have the Busan top that I actually ordered in S, even though I said that when it comes to top I'll always pick the smallest size, and I got this in S because I was a little bit scared that if it's too tight, my armpit fats will be overflowing at the side, and also I felt like, you know, if you want more space for like your boobs, you should up a size, otherwise it'll be like too small, I guess. So because of that, I decided to get an S. I do think it's a little bit too big. I feel like it would be a lot better if it's an XS, but thankfully it has adjustable straps, so it still works. I feel like the bottom part is a little bit too flary because it's very cropped, so I thought the bottom part is going to be stretchy, but it's actually not. It's just like the bottom is just flare. It doesn't like cinch your like under boob or anything. It has that feel to it because of the design, but it doesn't really, it's not really a stretchy bit. At the top part it is a little bit stretchy, but I don't really need that because it's already quite big for me. So for this, I feel like the material is actually really soft and it feels very thin, which I like because I feel like this sort of tops it's just very like summery spring, you know, so if it's a thick material then it will look really off. But if the Busan trousers were made with the same thin material, I probably wouldn't like it because then you will be able to see your panty lines and everything, and I just don't think like thin material is great for bottoms. The Busan trousers are also a little bit expensive, so I mean if it's made with this thin material, I don't think it's actually worth it. So those are the clothes I got from Eggie. Moving on to SHEIN.com, I bought quite a number of clothes because their clothes are really inexpensive and really nice. So I got a couple of things. So the first one I got is this pair of ruffled hem shorts, which is very similar to the Mary shorts from Eggie. So right now I would tell you why I feel like the Mary shorts is very average when it comes to the material, because this pair of shorts is $20 US and it's made of the same material. Like I'm pretty sure it's the same, or like 90% the same, because even when I look at it close up, like the print of the lines of the fabric or something, I don't know what you call it, but even when I look at it close up, it just looks the same. And it also has similar like, what do you call that, hardware. Yeah, there's this metal circle here, which is pretty much the same as the ones you can find on this Mary shorts. I actually received this first, but I still went ahead and ordered this one because this one doesn't come in beige and I really like the beige one. So yeah, I feel like the ruffles are a little bit bigger on this one. This one's a little bit big for me as well, even though I'm pretty sure I got the smaller size. Next, I have a denim pencil skirt, and this one is in a pretty soft denim material. It's, I think, like a medium blue. It's not too dark, not too light, and I really like it. I just been finding a pencil denim skirt, and this one is not too long actually, which is great because I'm short, so I think the length of this actually fits me very well and I like it. It's too big for me, but I can still wear it because my hips are bigger, so it doesn't like slip off because of my hips, but for the waist area it is too big for me. Continuing with bottoms, I have a high-waisted jeans. I love wearing high-waisted shorts, but I don't really have high-waisted jeans, which is sad because sometimes you just want to wear jeans. So I got myself a pair. I forgot how much this is. This is one of my very first order from SHEIN.com, so it's quite long ago. So yeah, it's very basic and it's very high waist, which is nice. It's in a darker blue denim. The sad thing is it doesn't come with the belt holder, so you can't wear a belt with it. unless you just wear it on top of it, but yeah, it doesn't come with it. Moving on to tops, I have this Cami top right over here, which look really cute in the photo but not so cute in real life. I was expecting like a bright yellow color, but it's actually more of a mustard color, so that's quite sad because I really wanted something that's bright and summery, spring looking, but this is really more dull than I expected. But at the hem there is this scallop details with white lining, and I think it's still quite cute, but I think it would be a lot better if it was in the bright yellow that I was expecting. Moving on, I have this delicate piece of top with a plunging neckline. So this piece really reminded me of the Eggie Elizabeth blouse, but this one is like $9.90 US or something, or $7.90, and the Elizabeth blouse is like $28 US. So this is definitely a lot cheaper, and to be honest, I feel like I prefer the design of this one because the flare at the bottom is like this, while the Eggie one looks like a tablecloth. So yeah, I think I prefer this one. For me, I'm not the kind of person who will wear such revealing clothes. I would definitely wear like a tube inside or something, but yeah, I think this piece really looks very feminine, and I think it will look very nice and casual with denim bottoms. Next, I have a Cami dress, and if you watch my Lunar New Year fashion haul, you'll know that I am completely obsessed with a Cami dress that I got from Romwe, but the tag says SHEIN. But yeah, I've been really enjoying such easy breezy dresses because I've been working out a lot, and I feel like these dresses are just so easy to throw over like right after you have showered at the gym, so I really like it. This one has a V neckline, and I actually really like it. The material is so soft as well, and the only problem is that it's too big. Even though I got the smallest size, like the straps are too long, so whenever I wear this you can see like my entire bra. The last two tops are pretty similar that I really wondered why did I get two, but this is the very first one. It is an off shoulder with like a cinch middle part. I'm not sure what you call this, but this is a pretty trendy design at the moment whereby the fabric is cinched towards the middle. But yeah, it is an off-shoulder top. I thought the red looks very romantic, and this would be the perfect like Valentine's Day, anniversary, or whatever romantic date you're going on. It's very fitting, which is nice because I love fitting clothes. This is the next top. Like I said, it is pretty similar to the previous one because it's also off-shoulder and it's also red, but this one is floral and it has the lace-up details at the front. When I saw this, I just thought it would be perfect with the Mary shorts because they both have like a bohemian vibe to it. I feel like maybe because of the lace-up details, but I feel like the red goes really nice with the beige as well. So I really like this. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too big for me. Like I said, I really like fitting clothes. I thought this would be like really tight, but it's actually like just nice. So it would be better if it's tighter, but as you can see, I cannot adjust it further because it's already the smallest it can get. It looks quite big. It's also very stretchy, so if you usually wear a medium, you can just go for the S because it's very stretchy. Next, I have a pair of earrings, and these are face earrings which are really trendy right now. I just stumbled upon an article that says like trendy earrings, and apparently this is a trendy earring. So I just saw this on SHEIN.com and I just wanted to try it out since it's trending. I think it looks really cute, to be honest, even though it's definitely not something where I will actually pick up if I see it in stores, but yeah, it actually came looking really cute and I kind of like it. There are a lot of colors available, a lot of designs available because it's trending at the moment. There's like silver, there's like wood ones, and all sorts of different kinds, but I just got the basic gold ones because I like simple things. The very last item is a belt, and I just wanted to get a black and gold basic looking belt, and so I found this on SHEIN.com. It was out of stock, but then it came back in stock, so I just had to get it. So we've come to the end of part 1 of my spring summer fashion haul. I know there were a lot of talking in this vlog and not much clothing, but rest assured there will be more clothing featured in part 2 because there are no unpleasant shopping experience that happened in part 2. So yeah, I hope to see you soon in part 2. Bye!